African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 10th of September, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Lipsovsky and Volchansky directions inflicted defeat on formations of the 92nd Airborne Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 36th Marine Brigade, the 122nd and 125th Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Maly Prokity, Grafskoye, and Volchansky Kuters in the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 215 servicemen, 2 vehicles, and a U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer. Units of the West Group of Forces improved their tactical position and defeated the manpower and equipment of the 14th, 31st, 44th, 116th Mechanized, 3rd Assault Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, the 110th, 114th, 119th Territorial Defense Brigades, and the 12th Special Forces Brigade Azov in the areas of the settlements of Petropavlovka, Kupianska Zlovaya, Krebliakivka in the Kharkiv region, Makievka in the Luhansk People's Republic, and Torskoye in the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy's losses amounted to 530 servicemen, 2 Cossack combat armored vehicles, 13 cars, a Grad multiple launch rocket system combat vehicle, a U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, a 152mm D-20 gun, a 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery unit, and 2 UK-made 105mm L-119 howitzers. 2 Enkleven electronic warfare stations and 4 field ammunition depots were destroyed. As a result of decisive actions by units of the Southern Group of Troops, the settlements of Krasnogorovka and Grigorovka of the Donetsk People's Republic were liberated. The 28th, 54th, 93rd Mechanized, 56th Motorized Infantry, 144th Infantry, 10th Mountain Assault, 46th, 81st Airmobile Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, the 116th and 118th Territorial Defense Brigades were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Verkhnekamenskoye, Vyemka, Chesavyar, Kurakovka, Maximilianovka, and Katarinovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. For counterattacks by assault groups of the 24th, 30th Mechanized, 143rd Infantry Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and the 4th National Guard Brigade were repelled. The enemy lost up to 715 servicemen, an infantry fighting vehicle, 2 Cossack armored fighting vehicles, 15 cars, a 155mm self-propelled artillery unit Panzerhaubitze 2000 made in Germany, 155mm howitzers M777 and M198 made in the USA, a howitzer FH-70 made in Great Britain. The settlement of Galicinovka in the Donetsk People's Republic was liberated by active actions of units of the Center Group of Forces. The manpower and equipment of the 53rd, 63rd, 114th, 144th Mechanized, 68th, 71st Jaeger, 142nd Infantry, 95th Airborne Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 109th Territorial Defense Brigade and the 15th National Guard Brigade were damaged in the areas of the settlements of Dzerzhinsk, Sherbanovka, Grodovka, Petrovka, Mykolovka, and Seledovo of the Donetsk People's Republic. 8 counterattacks by assault units of the 32nd Mechanized, 59th Motorized Infantry, 25th Airborne Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, 37th Marine Brigade, 12th and 14th National Guard Brigades were repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to 515 servicemen, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, including a U.S.-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicle, 4 armored combat vehicles, 3 cars, a 152mm Mstb howitzer, a 152mm D-20 gun, and 2 122mm D-30 howitzers. As a result of coordinated actions by units of the East Group of Forces, the settlement of Vodyanoye in the Donetsk People's Republic was liberated. The 61st Mechanized, 58th Motorized Infantry Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 105th Territorial Defense Brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Dobrovolye, Prechestovka, Novokrenka of the Donetsk People's Republic and Levetnoye of the Zaporizhia region. Two counterattacks by assault groups of the 72nd Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 118th Territorial Defense Brigade were repelled. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 130 servicemen, 3 vehicles, Polish-made 155mm Grad and Bogdan self-propelled artillery units, as well as a Bukovely electronic warfare station. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the 150th Mechanized, 141st Infantry, 128th Mountain Assault Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, the 123rd and 124th Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Novodanilovka, Kamenskoye in the Zaporizhia region, Poniatowka in the Kherson region, and the city of Kherson. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 70 servicemen, 7 vehicles, and a 152mm D-20 gun. An electronic warfare station and a field ammunition depot were destroyed. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian armed forces destroyed the launcher of the M270 MLRS multiple launch rocket system made in the USA and the workshop for the production of unmanned aerial vehicles, damaged the infrastructure of military airfields, as well as concentrations of enemy manpower and equipment in 134 areas. Air defense systems shot down 7 French-made Hammer-guided aerial bombs, 7 US-made HIMARS rockets, and 175 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles, including 154 outside the Special Military Operations Zone. A howitzer FH-70 made in Great Britain, a 152mm self-propelled artillery unit Akatsia, 2 152mm guns D-20, 2 122mm howitzers D-30, and a 105mm howitzer L-119 made in Great Britain. A US-made and /TPQ-50 counter-battery radar station and 3 field ammunition depots were destroyed. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 642 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 31,341 unmanned aerial vehicles, 579 anti-aircraft missile systems, 17,980 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,449 multiple launch rocket systems, 14,415 field artillery pieces and mortars, 25,868 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.